In fact, we have Mr. Kuldip Singh Rathee, Chairman and Managing Director at Ask Automotive, also joining us. Mr. Rathee, welcome to the show, and always a pleasure to speak to you at NDTV Profit. My first question coming to you is, we've spoken about ABS as an opportunity that comes in for a player like yours. But firstly, with regards to where GST is concerned, we did have one of our colleagues who broke a story right now saying that the rollout is expected around the 22nd of September, which is on the first day of Navratri, to boost the festive demand. Now, all this while we were thinking of deferred sale, probably deferred to October. Now that it's coming in on the 22nd of September, how are you looking at the entire scenario with regards to auto demand? And secondly, when you talk from a tariff perspective as well, there is an overhang. We're looking at 27th August on that front. How do both of these augur for you?
Good morning. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. And GST 2.0 is a real good news for the sector, and the Honorable Prime Minister has done a wonderful job by announcing it, and it is moving in fast motion. And as you have broken the news that this will be implemented from the first Navratras. So this is going to benefit the sector in a very, very big way. And as you know, the two-wheeler sector has not even touched the volumes that it touched in 18-19. After that, COVID came and the other after effects came, and then the BS4, BS6, and the prices kept on increasing for the common man. And the two-wheeler, which used to be about 65,000, is now nothing is available less than 90,000 rupees. So there has been not a healthy demand. And as you know that in the Q1 also, our two-wheeler sector grew only by 0.7%. But this GST is such a wonderful news, and I'm an optimist, and I feel that this financial year itself, we will be able to cross in the two-wheelers the last highest numbers of 18-19. That's one part. So all of us who are supplying to the two-wheelers are going to gain extremely because of the higher volumes, number one. Number two, our parts, luckily or unluckily, whatever initially, they were all being 28%. So now all those parts which we supply to the independent aftermarket, which is also a very big revenue for us, amounting to 400 crores. So that part was 28%. Which will now also become 18%. So there'll be very, very big boost in the independent aftermarket, where there are so many grey market operators are playing even in a safety item like brakes, So I think that will be another big boost for us. And I feel GST will be a game changer for the economy. And the way US tariffs were affecting the economy, and people were expecting that by 30-40 basis point, it will impact the US tariffs of 50%. So I strongly feel that this GST all across a reduction, and it will increase the consumption, and it may give the economy a boost of 100 basis points overall in the GDP.
Rathee, good morning. Neeraj here.
Yes.
What would your mix be, sir, of exports versus domestic? And assuming that GST does give the fillip, but that if the tariffs stay at 50% for India, or even if they come down to 25%, but higher than the neighboring countries, does it impact your export competitiveness, sir?
See, the good part is our export is only 4.7%.
Okay.
So that's very less, number one. And US export is say 3%. And another good part is all our US export is a very highly technical products which will take time to develop. So it may impact on the demand side, but it will not impact on the price side. Because overall, I feel the economy in US may go towards a recession if they continue with such kind of tariffs. That's my view.
Okay, so for you as a company, it may not have too much of an impact,
Yes,
but near term for the sector, there might be a bit of an issue, Rathee ji?
या सेक्टर के लिए हो सकता है where some general commodity items are getting exported, maybe yes, of course 50% is an obnoxious tariff rate, and it will certainly affect the sector overall. So it depends who has what kind of dependence on exports. As I said, we have very little dependence. We are a totally India-focused company, and that too, luckily for us, we are in the two-wheelers, which, as I said, will be a big boost because of the 28 to 18%.
We're talking about ABS as an opportunity for a lot of players like yours, but we do remember that, you mentioned in the conference call where there could be a potential headwind with an anticipated worst case revenue impact of around 230 odd crores on the back of ABS, because that forms 36% of your revenues. First, to understand how would this actually be a worst case revenue impact, and how does this fit in?
Actually, I strongly feel this is a premature time to discuss the notification on the ABS, because that ABS notification was a draft notification. And there are only 2-3 system suppliers for the ABS. We are not into them, of course, at the moment, but they don't have capacities. They have capacities to the tune of only 20-25%. So they have to increase the capacities fivefold. And all our OE customers, what I have heard and I have known, they have applied to the government that this will affect the production of the scooters and motorcycles if you do it from this 6th January. So please, let the capacities build up first. So in my opinion, let the result of that final notification come. Then only it will be clear that whether it goes in the phase wise, where ABS is put on which CC motorcycles or scooters and above, because worldwide also, if you see, ABS is put only on very high CC motorcycles and scooters.
Understood. But
so let the final. I think it's premature discussion.
Agreed.
Let the final result come.
Agreed. But I just want a clarification on this one, Mr. Rathee, as to what is that 230 crore impact that you've mentioned in the conference call about?
See, people were pestering me that if it comes tomorrow, so what is the worst case scenario?
Okay. And how?
It is like if your company closes tomorrow, what happens?
Okay. Understood. So I think this is a good clarification for the investors as well, right?
In all my calls, I am saying let's please wait for the final notification, because there are so many multiple options. ABS may not come, only CBS may come. The government cannot do that all the production, because and I think this will be a nice question for you to ask our manufacturers like Hero Honda or TVS. I think you should talk to them this question, and they will be able to answer how strongly they have represented to the government.
So Mr. Rathee, one thing is sure, your company is not closing tomorrow.
On the one side, the government is helping the economy by reducing the GST.
Yeah.
On the other side, when it is not even warranted, you increase the price by 8,000 to 10,000 rupees.
Got it. No.
That's my view, and that's the view of the customers also.
Got it. Okay, Mr. Rathee, I have one final question.
Yes.
When I saw your Q1 numbers, revenue growth, which was about 3.4%, and I think on the call you highlighted that you believe that FY26 could be mid-teens growth. If I assume a number of 15%, it may not be 15%, but working with assumptions that just for math, that if I were to assume a number of 15%, that would mean that Q2, Q3 and Q4, you need to do an average of 18.9% growth, sir. You think this is possible?
Sir, you are going on a wrong number of the published number of 3.1% growth.
Okay.
We have very clearly clarified that excluding the wheel assembly, which we left because there's a no margin item, which we have been telling right in the written form in the DRHP and each and every call that we are requesting the customer and to leave it. So actually we have grown at 11.1%. So against a growth, industry growth of 0.7%, we have outgrown by 10%. So that's number one. Number two, I still maintain that excluding this wheel assembly, which 57.5% wheel assembly the customer has shifted, already. So this will we'll be growing at the mid-teens, which I always said in my calls, and I maintain will be growing at the mid-teens. Number two, I also mentioned that because the wheel assembly, which was no margin, is going, that's why our EBITDA margins will go up from 12.3 to 13.1 because of the wheel assembly going. The margins will, and rest all the margins to 13.7, they will increase because of the capacity utilization in the investments we made in the last two plants.
Okay,
so
sir.
I think very transparent on each and every calls, and my statements are consistent.
Fair call. I just have one small follow-up, sir, which is that because the reported number is about 3.4, right?
Yeah.
The actual number may be 11.1. On the reported side also, do you think you will go mid-teens, or that could be for the year?
No.
The reported number about 12% or 13%?
No. On the reported numbers, because this is an impact of about 8%. So if we, on the reported numbers, we do 8%, then you imagine that we are doing 16%.
I hear you, sir. I hear you. Okay. Well, wishing you all the best for that. And like we said,
and
good to see an optimistic
happy,
management.
happy to share that we promised 13.7 EBITDA margin from 12.3. We achieved that in the quarter one.
Yes.
And we'll maintain, we still confident we'll maintain it. And now so we are very, very confident of the growth after this GST.
Great. All the best to all of us. Thank you so much, Mr. Rathee. Appreciate this. All right. That's